Yo, what is up? We have the Friday night clean up, stream up. We're going with the clean up, stream up because that's what I'm doing today, this Friday. All of the Fridays I'm going to be joining you, hopefully in the premiere on Friday, hanging out, chatting, building community as I'm cleaning up the shop and discussing things that I've been doing throughout the week, discussing topics with you, giving you a sneak peek to some of the main stuff that we have on the main channel of BodeVision, as well as whatever else I please to do with you on Friday night as we hang out, as we wind down our week, as we put our feet up, sit on the couch, wash some dishes. Save those dishes, man. You can wash those dishes tomorrow. The point is, we are hanging out Friday night after a long week of working hard, me and you just kicking back and chilling as I discuss a couple of things with you. I've been working on projects all week. Right now I want to wind down, clean the shop up a little bit, and touch base with you as we go. So I'm just going to be in and out of frame here. Don't worry about me, because I am getting the shop cleaned once again. Now let me give you a little bit of background information as far as videos go. Last week I filmed the first one, which was Friday. I actually filmed that Thursday night. Right now I am filming minutes before I need to post this thing because I've been so slammed and so busy all week that I haven't had a chance to film this video. But I want to be out here, I want to be interacting with you, discussing things with you, and I want to be out here filming. So I didn't plan anything too specific. What I'm thinking we'll do, let's go ahead and get the shop cleaned, slam this thing up, and then I will discuss with you some of the projects that I've been working on this week. I worked on a golf cart for a buddy of mine. The main channel will never ever see that because it's just, it doesn't fit with the main channel BodeVision stuff, but it's still working on stuff. It's still cool. I got new wheels on the way for this truck. I will give you a sneak peek of those. I will show you exactly what I got. No secrets over here on BodeVision Live. This is live. I will show you everything. Then I also have the Cadillac. I will fill you in on what we have to do with that. So what you can expect in this video. Get the shop cleaned. I'll show you the golf cart, give you a little tour of that, and then touch on the Cadillac. Friday night, 7 o'clock. That is our plan. Go ahead and grab a drink as I get cleaned up. I might do the same thing with you here. Drill bits put away, drill put away, everything put away. Ah! Me and my father, he was just over here. We got the fuel cell knocked out on this thing. That was a big hurdle that I had to overcome with this because I wanted to run all of the Mustang, like the fuel pump, all that stuff. The ohm range for the sending unit is one that we're just going to have to program. So the sending unit for the gauge, I'll just have to get a gauge that matches, which is no problem. But I didn't want to have to get a new fuel pump, figure all that out because this entire setup was working in the Mustang at the very end. We got that ripped out. Now I want it to work in here the same. It was a struggle to get this thing going in the Mustang, so much so that it made me ditch the car. But I still have the power plant that was giving me a lot of headaches, but I think we are pretty ironed and dialed out for this thing. Man, let me get the shop cleaned as I'm just running my mouth. All right, Friday night. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was a little bit slow, but we are trying to build community over here, and that's not going to happen overnight. So you guys, if you're in the premiere, let me know how your week has been. That's the main goal. That's the main goal and the main purpose of these videos is to hang out in that premiere Friday night. I'm in there with you, checking out the comments, interacting. I want you guys to be doing the same. It's fun for me. It's cool for me with the second channel to just kind of plug in and go for it. I don't got to worry about the edit. I don't have to get too crazy. I don't got to film and redo shots 10 times. There's an ambulance in the background. I don't got to restart and do another clip because it's too loud. So I'm just going for it. Oh, that dent was already there. Don't worry about it. Dang. We got it. Running loose. BodeVision Live. Friday night. The clean up, stream up, baby. Alright, so that's that. I have the trash at the curb. I just got some metal today from my metal supplier. We have the brake booster that can stay there until I figure out what to do with it. This is still good. Come on, we got the vibe over here. We got the different lights going on. Oh my gosh. Got stuff flying around. Grinder wheel in that drawer. Welding mask over there. This over there. So I still gotta put the welder away. As I'm thinking about that, I touched base on the wheels last week. So I had mentioned that I am getting different wheels for the OBS mini truck build. This is the full-size truck, sport truck inspired by mini trucking from back in the day. I know it's classified just as a sport truck, but I feel like the look is really the essence of mini trucking, and then sport truck came along, so I keep calling it the OBS mini truck, the truck that was inspired by the mini trucks from back in the day, because that's really what it is. Sport trucks were just in that same time period, so it triggers people when I say that, and triggering gets engagement going. I gotta get my comments up and everything, so I'm going to have to get new wheels. I was looking for some old school, like super 90s wheels, but the specs that I need, they were hard to find. I need something that's pretty narrow, because as we slam this thing, we are having a hard time in this area where the fenders are, so I need a more narrow wheel. I was finding a lot of stuff like 15 by 10, 0 offset, and that stuff's not gonna work out for me. New welding cart from the people over at HTP Welders. Beautiful cart, beautiful welders, beautiful people, beautiful Friday night clean up, stream up. So the wheels, let me just show you what I got. I sent them to my buddy Lou earlier because he had asked. They're just 20s that I got brand new, less than $1,000 shipped to my door. This is what we got. Let me see if it'll adjust out. Yeah, so these will be cool. Big fat chrome johns, 20-inch, 20 by 8. I think they'll be cool on the truck. Some people will probably like them better than the other wheels. The other wheels are kind of like a donk equivalent or donk parallel wheel, which some people really were not feeling. I think it had a super kind of a modern-y gangster look, but I don't know if that fit with the essence of mini trucking and what that vibe was. So let me get this thing in here. And then let's go look at the golf cart. I still have one more thing to do on it, but let me give you a little idea of what we did on the golf cart. Come on, clean it up. This thing took a couple days away from me working on my main projects and stuff, but that's okay. I did this for a buddy of mine. He has a 15-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son. They ride this thing around the neighborhood. They had got some complaints that none of the lights were working, so I was like, dog, you want lights? Fit my ride style, we'll give them lights. So we got the whip lights in the back. Those do their thing. They're pretty cool. We also have the mega light bar in the front. We also just in general have all the headlights, LED conversion, that's working properly. We also have a horn on this thing with turn signals. Lola, chill! So yeah, the whip lights are pretty cool. Horn. I also have a voltmeter. We also have our hazards button. Just all set up for the kids, just so that way people can see them as they are riding through the neighborhood. We have the seats. They're over at with Berto at Dickey's Upholstery. I use those guys in the past on all of my projects whenever I am doing anything, getting upholstery done. So we just kind of went through it, did a full wire harness front and back, LED headlights, LED tail lights, the light bar. We also put a really nice sound system back here with this roll cage style bar that I had to weld in. We got the seats off at Upholstery, and then once this is all said and done, we're going to have people on Facebook Marketplace, not Facebook Marketplace, but the local Facebook group rather, saying, man, those kids are way too bright now. So we kind of wanted to do like a middle finger FU to the Facebook group that's complaining about the kids riding around, even though they had every right to complain. It's just cool to work on something for a friend of mine. Just because kids involved, safety's involved, I want to make sure it's done right. So he had said a shop was going to charge him a ridiculous amount of money. I said, me and my dad will spend a couple of days rewiring this thing from front to back as far as all of the accessories go. There's just one main switch that I'm waiting on, because as of right now, there's power sitting at the switches and the switches are lit up. So I want to put a main switch on it that's on the way from Amazon. Once that gets here, this thing will be done and dusted. All right, so enough messing around with the golf cart. The beautiful 1962 Cadillac Sedan DeVille no post car. meaning the front and back windows go down and then the roof is wide open. This car, I picked it up at the Turkey Rod Run. This car is a car that I'm more excited about than I have been for any car in a really long time. My plans for this thing, if money was no factor, I mean 6-liter LS, 4L 80E, maybe air ride suspension, proper wheels, and I'm talking proper like old school Cali style, like maybe some I don't even know what they're called. Are they called Supreme? Like the 5-spoke Supreme wheels? Just something that makes it look really good, repainting it, doing the roof. But as of right now, I cannot do anything because I was having startup issues. I went to take my kid to school in it and it wasn't wanting to fire up. So what I did was I took a look at the carburetor, and we still have the old, tired, original carburetor on here that's leaking gas all over the intake manifold. It's just not having a good time. So I don't know if you remember my green GMC 2500 that I had a while ago, that shop truck. I eventually went EFI on that truck. So I had a carburetor that I had rebuilt for that project, and it was running good before I went EFI. I was just thinking going EFI would be better, but the company that I did EFI with, I'm not a huge fan of their product anymore, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wouldn't say this stuff on the main channel, but second channel stuff, I can get away with it. So what I'm saying is I have a carburetor sitting in the trunk of this thing that I want to put on here. Once I put that carburetor on here, I will be able to drive this thing a lot more because I got it registered, I'm paying for insurance on it, I'm paying for everything, but it's just sitting here. So it makes me sad. I think about driving this thing all the time, especially with the weather right now in Central Florida. It's like cruising weather. I want to be 4 windows down, riding out with this thing, with my girl and my daughter, just cruising the streets of Central Florida. That's like my dream right now, and what I envision and what I'm like excited about is getting in this thing and straight cruising. But I'm just sad because I haven't been working on it. We've been working on the golf cart. We've been working on the OBS mini truck, and this thing has just been sitting. I also need to go through the brakes. The brakes are all done, they're all fresh, they're all new. Lines from front to back, everything is super solid, but the thing is, I have found that I don't believe a lot of people know how to properly bleed brakes, because a lot of times if the brakes feel bad and you're not leaking and there's nothing wrong with them and you just do a proper bleed to get all the air bubbles out, it's like night and day difference. So me and my father want to bleed the brakes. I need to do the carburetor. I need to put a radio in this thing. I must put some subs in the back or do something along the lines. Like nothing too crazy, but I think that'd be pretty fun. So I'm looking at this project in phases. Like right now in phase 1, I just want to get it up and running, and I want to enjoy the car as I'm finishing up on the OBS mini truck build, which that will become a giveaway very soon. So I'm thinking January 1st, you guys are getting the absolute first word of this. January 1st, I will probably launch the giveaway or open it up for pre-orders at least, so that way I can start getting some funds. And this is a little bit behind the curtain. You guys may or may not know this, but a lot of YouTube channels, if they're not the biggest dogs out there, they do not make a lot of money, including myself. I must do the giveaways in order to generate the income to build things. If I did not give away the OBS mini truck, I wouldn't be able to build this, afford this, do anything with this. So I'm really counting on that giveaway doing quite well for me to do more stuff with this. So let me circle back. Phase 1, just get it going. Phase 2 would be maybe paint and wheels. Phase 3, if I decided to skip phase 2, so I'm kind of saying go all out, that would be paint, wheels, motor, transmission, air ride, all out, balls to the wall, BodeVision legacy build, which is a possibility, but I don't really know. We will just have to see how much I love the car, how things play out, and you know, who knows. I might decide in a couple weeks that I'm just sick of looking at this thing and I might push it down the road, but this is by far the nicest car that I have ever got to start with, so that is something for me. The interior is phenomenal, all the glass is really good, the body is super straight. The paint job that's on it is a older job. They did not do a great job, but it is an excellent base for me to work with. So as a painter, if I'm 80% of the game, so as a painter, if I'm 80% ahead of where I'm usually starting off at, even if I wanted to give it a full paint job, it is going to be so much less to make it look so much better compared to what I'm usually dealing with. So that's what's going on inside the shop. That's what's going on with the golf cart. That's what's going on with the Cadillac. Let's head back in the shop as the sun's going down. Let's see if I want to do anything else here with you tonight. All right, now as we make our way back in the shop, one of the things that I was thinking of doing was going over everything with you on the OBS mini truck, everything that is going to be in the upcoming video. In the next few days, I have to wrap that thing up and edit it, but I did a lot of really good progress on this thing. I'll just go over it with you so that way you have the inside scoop on this channel. That's the benefit of joining this channel and watching, is you get to see the stuff before anybody else does. So we focused on steering in this upcoming video. As we did the Z-notch, the frame came up. As the frame came up, the steering angle got all screwed up. Then we did the body notch, or then we did the body drop rather. That made the steering wheel angle even more screwed up. So you start like this, then you do one thing, then you do something else. Before you know it, we are way off. So the steering got reworked in a way that was a really nice solution. I put 2 knuckles in there, a heim joint support, so we knocked out the steering. I also had to do a lot of custom work to get the clutch pedal working because we are using the T5 Tremec transmission out of the Mustang. So that's really cool. I got that sorted. We also have the fuel cell sorted. Those are the big 3 for the upcoming video on BodeVision. Also be looking out for this website that I plan on launching. We are getting that dialed. Also, let me show you this graphic that we have for this truck that I'm calling Can of Worms. You are getting the exclusive first look. I am so excited for this branding stuff. All of my branding, I'm such a huge fan. I think my branding is always on point, but Can of Worms, this is definitely one of my most favorite designs. We're probably going to do a limited run up t-shirts, as well as when you're entering in the giveaway, you will either get a sticker, or we are also thinking about doing like a legacy porcelain pen. I don't know if it's porcelain pen, but it's like a pen, which is like a legacy piece, collectible. We're thinking if you buy 2 spots, but I'm also going to reduce the price. So let me get these details ironed out. My hands are disgusting because I've been working all day. But either way, it's good to do these videos. It's nice for me to relax, unwind, wrap my head around everything that I have going on while I'm sharing that with you. It's really nice for me to put a bow on the week, hang out with you. So enjoy your Friday night. Thanks so much for watching this video. Go check out the main channel if you haven't seen the other stuff. Be looking out for everything I got going on, and I will see you on the next one. I'm out. Have a good night, and I'll see you next Friday, if not on the main channel. See ya.